Are you struggling to manage your equipment? Do you find yourself spending precious time searching for the right gear or dealing with double bookings? We asked ChatGPT for suggestions on how to manage the equipment room, and this is gold. You do not want to miss this. And we actually also asked ChatGPT to write us this video script, so basically I'm just remembering some lines. I'm Hannah from Check Room, and today we're going to transform your equipment room into an organized haven. ChatGPT had some great tips, but we've also learned from the best in the AV industry, our customers. So I'm gonna add some of that in the video. And maybe not believe everything ChatGPT says. Let's find out. We started by painting the scene to ChatGPT. We've got a few hundreds of pieces of equipment, it's very hard to manage it all, you know the drill. And they came up with 10 different tips. The first thing that ChatGPT recommended was to create a detailed inventory list of your camera gear. Makes sense. It said to include important details such as item name, serial number, and description. At Check Room, we can agree that starting with an overview is a good first step. By the way, we have a separate video on how to create an equipment inventory list, so if you want to see it, check it out, it's somewhere here. The second thing that ChatGPT emphasized on was the importance of labeling your gear, and that made me very happy. And a lot of our customers are doing this. They're labeling all their gear because labeling your gear makes it easy to identify and prevents it from getting damaged or lost, and it increases accountability. By clearly marking each item, like you see here, you can make sure that it's returned to the right location. Now here is where it gets interesting, because the third suggestion from ChatGPT was to implement a check-in and check-out system. This means that you implement a formal process to check in and check out gear. This could involve using a sign-out sheet, an equipment spreadsheet, or what our customers are using, a specialized software designed for equipment management. We didn't say it, ChatGPT did. But we agree, because those spreadsheets will get out of hand sooner rather than later. The fourth point that ChatGPT had was that you should organize your physical equipment room as well. Installing shelving units and racks to store equipment systematically, which is kind of obvious. But yes, you should put some thought into where you place your gear, like heavier things at the bottom and frequently used kits together. If you're interested into diving deeper into equipment room management, then we have a complete equipment management one-on-one guide that you can download below in the description box. Tip number 5 that ChatGPT suggested was to use equipment tracking tools. Consider using equipment management software that helps you track who has what equipment and where it's going next. I'm very happy that ChatGPT recommended this, because Check Room is the #1 equipment management software for video production companies that helps you keep track of who has checked out specific equipment, when it's due to be returned, and even sends automated notifications for overdue items. So what can I say? I like ChatGPT. It thinks the same way we do. Number 6 was to establish a booking calendar and scheduling system to track equipment bookings. This will help you avoid double bookings and ensures that the gear is available when needed. We know from experience that a booking calendar requires a lot of man-hours, and it can get messy if it's not up to date. And having an equipment management system that updates all your data is the preferred option here. Tip number 7 that ChatGPT came up with was to conduct regular equipment maintenance. It recommends scheduling regular maintenance and inspection routines to ensure that all gear is in good working condition. This includes cleaning, testing, and servicing equipment as necessary. It says you should implement a process for removing or flagging faulty or damaged items until they are repaired or replaced. Again, very valid point. I have nothing to add, so let's move on. Tip number 8 is to provide clear guidelines and training for your team. And this is actually an important one, but also quite difficult to do. And honestly, whether you have an equipment management system or not, this is the key to making equipment management work. You should document and communicate clear guidelines and procedures to all team members. Conduct training sessions to familiarize everyone with the system, proper handling, and storage practices. Recommendation number 9 that ChatGPT came up with was to regularly review and update your inventory. This will be a very tedious process if you don't have a system in place, so here again, equipment management software is your friend. And finally, number 10 is to seek feedback and continuously improve. I think here ChatGPT wanted to show its emotional side, or they just had to come up with a 10th tip. Wow, 10 tips, that's quite a lot. So we asked ChatGPT what they thought was the #1 tip that everyone should do. And the winner is labeling camera gear. So now if you're interested in labeling your gear, check out Check Room's asset label store. I'll link it in the description box below. Also, check out this video where you will see how Check Room can help you solve equipment management chaos. Trust me, you will want to see this. Bye!